I got memories, this is crazy. You ain't nothing like the girl I used to know. Good with mom, good with pop, good with all my niggas. I should try to decide.
Great song. What was your role in this particular song, which I think is a brilliant song?
Sure. Well, yeah, like she said, it was a collaborative effort between myself and two members of the Clutch, JQ and Ezekiel Lewis. And yeah, so we were summoned, usually when Timbaland goes in to work with most artists, he calls me and he says, I have some tracks for this person, I really want to vibe out. Sometimes I can't do it. Sometimes I'm working on my artist thing, but this particular time, nothing was going on. So he says, all right, I want to fly you out to LA. And I said, well, you know what? I knew that it was for Omarion, and I don't like demoing guy vocals. I don't like doing it because it's a hard sell. Because I don't, they don't hear masculinity when they hear my voice on the track. So I was like, all right, well, let me see if JQ and Zeke will come. I love to have them around. It's always more fun when we get together. That's the whole basis of the Clutch, first of all. Like, we just figured it's more fun to have all of us, work on a song. It's just more fun. I don't like being in there by myself all the time. And neither did they, because we all have had individual success before banding together on certain projects. So that's a little background. But so we all fly to LA, and we meet up with Omarion. He's at the studio, and I had the track, and it just sounded so cold. And at that point in time, a lot of the stuff that Timbaland was doing had this like Icelandic feel, and this was actually it was co-produced with his producers. They were called Royal Court. And so they sent us 2 tracks. We liked this one more. Just felt so cold, so cold, so cold. But cold isn't as hot a title. Sorry if anybody has a song called Cold. But it's just not, it didn't do the track justice. It needed something more striking and more appealing to the ear, And Omarion says he's looking through the thesaurus for synonyms for cold. So he just, he says freeze, he says frozen, he says all these words, and he stumbled upon, I wasn't in the room at this point, JQ was in the room, and he stumbled upon icebox. So it had a ring to it. JQ says, he's like, okay, that's it. That's it right there. So we knew that we wanted to come up with something that men could relate to, because at this point in Omarion's career, he was like the woman's guy. You know what I mean? He's like the woman's guy, and a boy growing into being a man. So we needed to speak for men.